Hi, I'm Kathleen with the Bay St. Louis Library, and welcome to Storytime. Today we're going to be celebrating farm animals. Those are the animals that are both the working and companion animals that help to make a farm run and bring us delicious things like butter and eggs and milk. We're going to read some really great books about farm animals. We're going to learn to say animal in sign language. And we've got a great craft and a bunch of activities for you at the end. And we're going to wrap it up with Excel by 5. Are you ready for a story? Okay, so this is how you say animal in sign language. You put your hands up like this, put them close to your chest, and you just curl your little fingers in, kind of like you're hugging a little animal. So that's how you say animal in sign language. We're going to start with this classic board book by Margaret Wise Brown. It's called Big Red Barn. And this talks about all of the animals on a farm and their just day-to-day activities. It's all from sunrise to sunset. Let's see what happens. By the big red barn in the great green field, there was a pink pig who was learning to squeal. There was a great big horse and a very little horse. There's a big horse and a little horse. And there's a little pink pig. And on every barn is a weather vane, of course, a golden flying horse. There was a big pile of hay and a little pile of hay, and that is where the children play. Notice the rhyming words. But in this story, the children are away. Only the animals are here today. The sheep and the donkey, the geese and the goats were making funny noises down in their throats. An old scarecrow was leaning on his hoe, and a field mouse was born in a field of corn. Look at the pretty butterflies. Cock-a-doodle-doo! In the barn there was a rooster and a pigeon too, and a big white hen standing on one leg, and under the hen was a quiet egg. There was a bantam rooster and a little bantam hen, with a big clutch of eggs. Count them, there are 10. There are 10 eggs right there. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Moo, moo! There was a big brown cow and a little brown cow. There was an old black cat, meow, meow, and a tiger tomcat, yow, yow. There was a big red dog, bow wow, with some little puppy dogs, all round and warm. There's the little puppy dogs, and they're playing with a kitten. And they all lived together in the big red barn, and they played all day in the grass and in the hay. When the sun went down in the great green field, the big cow lowed, the little pig squealed, the horses stomped in the sweet warm hay, and the little donkey gave one last bray. The hens were sleeping on their nests, even the roosters took a rest. The little black bats flew away out of the barn at the end of the day. And there they were all night long, sound asleep in the big red barn. Only the mice were left to play, rustling and squeaking in the hay in the dark night sky. Now we have another classic board book. This one is by Eric Carle. He does the writing and the illustrations. And this one's called The Very Busy Spider. It is about a spider's perspective on a farm as she's viewing the other animals and busy making her web. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin a web with her silky thread. There's the thread, there's the fence post, and there's the spider. "Nay, nay," said the horse. "Want to go for a ride?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Moo, moo, said the cow. Want to eat some grass? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Baa, baa, bleated the sheep. Want to run in the meadow? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. And look how the web keeps getting bigger and bigger. Ma, ma, said the goat. Want to jump on the rocks? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Oink, oink, grunted the pig. Want to roll in the mud? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Woof, woof, barked the dog. Want to chase a cat? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Meow, meow, cried the cat. Want to take a nap? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. And look at this pretty pattern that she's spinning. Quack, quack, called the duck. Want to go for a swim? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Cock-a-doodle-doo, crowed the rooster. Want to catch a pesky fly? And the spider caught the fly in her web, just like that. Who, asked the owl. Who built this beautiful web? The spider didn't answer. She had fallen asleep. It had been a very, very busy day. Okay, so this book is hilarious. It's a made-up tale called Duck on a Bike. It's by David Shannon. It is hilarious. The duck comes up with a wild idea, and it involves the farm animals and bikes. Let's see what happens. One day down on the farm, Duck got a wild idea. I bet I could ride a bike. He thought. He waddled over to where the boy parked his bike, climbed on, and began to ride. At first he rode very slowly and he wobbled a lot, but it was fun. Duck rode past Cow and waved to her. Hello, Cow, said Duck. Moo, said Cow, but what she thought was, a duck on a bike? That's the silliest thing I've ever seen. Look at these Cow's eyes. It's so silly. Then Duck rode past Sheep. Hello, Sheep, said Duck. Bah, said Sheep, but what she thought was, he's going to hurt himself if he's not careful. Duck was riding better now. He rode past Dog. Hello, Dog, said Duck. Woof, said Dog, but what he thought was, that is a mighty neat trick. Look at their faces. They're so great. Then Duck rode past Cat. Hello, Cat, said Duck. Meow, said Cat, but what she thought was, I wouldn't waste my time riding a bike. Duck pedaled a little faster. He rode past Horse. Hello, Horse, said Duck. Nay, said Horse, but what he thought was, you're still not as fast as me, Duck. So he's looking pretty smug. Duck rang his bell as he rode toward Chicken. Hello, Chicken, said Duck. Cluck, cluck, said Chicken, but what she thought was, watch where you're going, Duck. Then Duck rode past Goat. Hello, Goat, said Duck. Ma, said Goat, but what he thought was, I'd like to eat that bike. It looks delicious. Duck stood on the seat and rode past Pig and Pig. Hello, pigs, said Duck. Oink, said Pig and Pig. But what they thought was, Duck is such a show-off. Then Duck rode no hands past Mouse. Hello, Mouse, said Duck. Squeak, said Mouse, but what he thought was, I wish I could ride a bike just like Duck. Look at the little mouse. Suddenly, a whole bunch of kids came down the road on bikes. They were in such a hurry that they didn't see Duck. They parked their bikes by the house and they went inside. Look at all of the expressions. Look at their eyes. They're all getting an idea. Now, all the animals had bikes. They rode around and around the barnyard. This is fun, they all said. Good idea, Duck. Then they put the bikes back by the house, and no one knew that on that afternoon there had been a cow, a sheep, a dog, a cat, a horse, a chicken, a goat, 2 pigs, a mouse, and a duck on a bike. The end.
Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Skip to my loo, my dog.
Welcome to our farm animal craft time. Thank you for joining us for our stories. They were a hoot. And we've got some really fun worksheets and crafts and things for you to do here. First, I'm going to show you again how to say animal in sign language. Do you remember? Put your hands like this and you just curl your fingers. That's animal in sign language. So for our crafts today, we've got several matching activities where you can draw lines. You can, I don't know, here's one, what comes next, where we've got sequencing. And you can cut out the bottom ones and plug them in where they go. This one, you have 2 sheets. This one has all the answers. You cut those out and you put them on the other one so that you can match them. So it's a really good matching activity. This one you can make into a puzzle. So you cut the strips apart and it's got 1 through 10 and it's got the animals on there. So you cut them apart, mix them up, and then put them back together for a little puzzle. For our main craft today, we've got ducks and chickens that you can make into a clothespin animal. So you're going to color these, cut them apart. You're going to end up with 2 pieces that are mirror images. They're the opposite. So you'll need a glue stick, glue those together, and then you're going to put clothespin on it for the feet. And here's your chicken. So very simple. You might need a little help from a parent to help cut it out, but you just color those, glue them together, and put them on a clothespin, and you've got a little animal that you can use as a puppet or just prop around your room. I hope you enjoyed Storytime and Craft Time today for Farm Animal. And don't forget, April 10th is National Farm Animal Day. We are going to wrap this up with Excel by 5 and Tootie Ta. And also don't forget to come pick up your craft kits at any Hancock County library. Just give us a call first so we can have one ready for you. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Bottoms up, tongue out, a doozy-da, a doo. dog.